the ultimate guide to being an entrepreneur. So I recently found this hidden gem in the library I want to share with you today. Now, don't let the title fool you. This book might say The Amazing Spider-Man, but actually inside is actually an inside guide on what does it mean to be an entrepreneur. It's because in the real world, being an entrepreneur is no different than being a superhero. So think about it for a second. What does a superhero do? Superhero is to help people and to solve problems for those that could not solve the problem themselves. So what the entrepreneur do? Entrepreneur do the exact same thing. They see problem and they're able to solve the problem for those that are not able to solve themselves. So what's the difference? Same thing. Entrepreneur, superhero, really is the same thing. And that's why this book is going to give you a clue on what does it mean to be an entrepreneur. It's because it really is the same thing. Being an entrepreneur is like being a hero. Hey, it's Joe Lau here. I've been an entrepreneur for more than a decade, and for the longest time, I thought being an entrepreneur really just means start your business, make money so you can achieve financial freedom and time freedom so you can live the life you want and be your own boss, right? As I go through this entrepreneur journey, I find that actually being an entrepreneur is a lot more than just having time freedom and financial freedom or just being your own boss, right? It's a lot more than that. And especially if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. As I've gone through this entrepreneur journey, I found that being an entrepreneur has much deeper meaning, which I'm going to share with you today. Now, before I start, let's get something straight. Making money alone is not equal to being an entrepreneur, because making money alone is just one part of being an entrepreneur. A lot of people can make money, right? You don't have to be an entrepreneur to make money. You can do anything you can make money without being an entrepreneur or even starting your business, right? Just like a superhero, entrepreneur live by these 5 principles. Principle number 1, belief. What I mean by that is, just like Peter Parker. Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And Peter Parker has to believe that he is Spider-Man. So same thing as us. We have to believe that we are entrepreneur. Because entrepreneur is actually an identity. It's not just a job title that you take it on when you walk into your office. So that's why belief is so important. You have to believe that your mindset, the action you're gonna take, the outcome that you're gonna create is part of your DNA, is part of the identity as an entrepreneur. Once you believe that you're an entrepreneur, you're gonna start doing the things that what an entrepreneur would do, and therefore you're gonna start creating results like an entrepreneur. So principle number 1, you have to believe that you are an entrepreneur. Principle number 2, great power comes with great responsibility. You probably heard that before, right? Uncle Ben from the Amazing Spider-Man story tell Spider-Man that, or tell Peter Parker that great power comes with great responsibility. Same thing as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur possess this very special power, which is hunger, want to solve problem, hunger, want to serve the others, hunger to learn and do better. There's always better way, right? That's the power, that's the superpower of entrepreneur. And the hunger for making it happen, persistency, right? Those are all superpower for the entrepreneur. So when you possess that power, you have the responsibility to carry it through. You have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. The next thing is you need to share that gift with the world by doing what you say you will do, by taking on responsibility that no one will do, by owning up to a mistake, and so you can keep going until you find a solution for the problem that you want to solve. So that's what I mean by great power comes with great responsibility as an entrepreneur. And that's principle number 2. Principle number 3, being a superhero and being an entrepreneur is not about you. Think about Peter Parker, right? How much he had to sacrifice in order for him to assume the role as Spider-Man to go save the world. He a lot of time had to skip prime, he had to skip playtime with his friend, he may even have to skip study time sometimes to go save the world, right? Unbelievable. So it is not about you. When you make it about you, you no longer have the true intention to serve the other, to solve the problem for the other. So it is all about helping the others. Zig Ziglar once said, when you're able to help the others get what they want, therefore you have everything you want. So same thing as superhero. When you're able to serve the other, not think about yourself, and truly become selfless and wholeheartedly want to serve the others, at the end you have everything you wanted. Whether it's money, impact, time freedom, whatever that you wanted, it will come to you when you truly have the heart to believe that it's not about you, it's about the others. So that's principle number 3. Principle number 4, it is a lifestyle. Whether being a superhero or in our case being an entrepreneur, it is a lifestyle. Think about it. When Peter Parker is sleeping in the middle of the night, when there's a crime comes, what does he do? He's gonna get up and go become Spider-Man and go solve the crime. That is a lifestyle, right? Same thing is entrepreneur. When the time is inconvenient, when you have to do what you have to do to solve the problem, to do things for your business, to help the others, you're gonna stand up and raise your hand and go do that right thing, right? Whether you like it or not. The reason I say being an entrepreneur is a lifestyle is entrepreneur doesn't have a 9-to-5 job, right? It is not like every day is the same. Entrepreneur have a fluid life, what I call a harmonic life. Meaning that there are times that in different part of their life will call for more attention, whether it's personal or professional, and that's when you have to spend more focus and time for that area. And that's part of the great things about being an entrepreneur as well. You call your own schedule, you call your own time. That's what the time freedom is about, right? So when the things is important arise in your life, whether it's personal or professional, you can spend time on those, which means other area of your life may dip a little bit while you're taking care of that thing, and then it will be like a fluid, right? It keep on up and down, and that's what life is about. But in the long run, the trajectory is going up, whether it's personal life or professional life, right? That's what being an entrepreneur is all about. So being an entrepreneur is about lifestyle. You have to understand that you have to be flexible on your schedule. You have to be flexible on what you need. You have to be flexible on where your focus, where your time spent, because you never know when things could happen, whether it's for your business or personal life. Being an entrepreneur is all about seeing changes as opportunity, seeing adversity as a chance to rise up, and seeing uncomfortable is actually comfortable, right? And that's what I mean by lifestyle, a lifestyle of constant learning, a lifestyle of constant solving problem, a lifestyle of perseverance and never give up until you reach your goal. So that's what I mean by principle number 4. It is a lifestyle. Principle number 5, don't do it alone. It's because if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, which is a lifestyle as an entrepreneur, so if you want to go far, you go together. That's why don't do it alone. Well, you find your own Avengers group, right? You find other superhero. You find another group of entrepreneur that share your dream, share your mindset, share your visions, share this lifestyle, share the principle on how to live as entrepreneur. And then band together, do this together. And that's what I mean by principle number 5. Don't do it alone. Just like superhero, there are different levels of superhero, right? Some are a lot cooler, some are still cool but not so cool, some are just amazing, become legendary. Being an entrepreneur is the same thing. Any one of these principles will serve you well, but if you can adopt all 5 principles, you'll become a much higher level entrepreneur. And you never know, you may become a legend as well. And someday, you may even have your own book just like Spiderman that the whole world knows about. So if you like this video, I'd like to invite you to join my free webinar, which I'm sharing with you 3 secrets on how to work less and make more. So click the link below, register for the webinar, and I'll see you there. It is a lifestyle. Being an entrepreneur or whether it's because it really is the same thing. Entrepreneur is an identity. Just like Peter Parker, just like Peter Parker.